Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarters. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run here with Mixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him. And what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team to wins.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Baker over the middle, complete. It's Bailey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd and 2, Baker. And he will find his man on the outside. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Operating from the gun, Baker. Looking left side, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He got 29 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. From the gun, Baker. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this 1st drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Baker. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
31-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a pickup of 6.
4.
And 4.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Rams.
Operating from the gun. Baker finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got a container.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Third down and 5 yards.
To throw is Baker from the gun on third down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Brings up third down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 2 yards on that play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
1-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Lawrence. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now Baker looking to throw on 2nd. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Baker on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Baker's pass.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Here's Baker on 1st and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard.
To throw again, Baker. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He was brought down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, Baker. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
23 yards on the play.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Nixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Tyler Johnson, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And this one through the uprights and good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
By number 34.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also... And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Baker now to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bailey. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw is Baker. To throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Baker. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
DJ Chark.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Buccaneers' 24-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 13, Buccaneers 10.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball. get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Rams to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. From the gun, Baker. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Baker. On the slant, this is Chark. Down the numbers, there he goes. Touchdown, LA. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Blunts to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That their own 25, 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starts for the completion, left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And to give this time to the tailback. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
And out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think is what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. 3rd quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Baker. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, let's see. The Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Baker. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught left side, it's Beckham. That catch good for only a couple.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Midfield. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Operating from the gun, Baker. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lawrence. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun, Baker. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Operating from the gun, Baker. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 4 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Back to Beckham here, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 2.
And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Baker. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
6 yards to go.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Results in a 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Everybody's stay under control. Let's just make plays, man.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down now, it's Lawrence. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Over the middle to Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Gain of 5 brings up
Second and 5.
at the 32-yard line.
They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Score Rams 48.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for L.A., they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.